All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music in real time for real people just like you right there and just like me here. So it's confirmed because we weren't sure if they were actually going to hold the concert, but apparently Lollapalooza is a go, and Journey, which is just a weird choice no matter how you slice this. Journey is going to be a headlining band. Arnel Pineda and Jonathan Cain are now going to be part of Lollapalooza, which, when you just know their backstory and so forth, it just doesn't feel right. You know, Neil Sean, maybe back in the jam band days, could kind of get away with this a little bit, but keep in mind, Lollapalooza has always been about alternative rock, electronic music more so these days, which I have no use for, going to be quite honest. I mean, and just things that are kind of off the rails and, not Journey. Let's just put it that way. This is a show where it's music that's not Journey. This is kind of like inviting Ozzy Osbourne to the Newport Jazz Festival. This just this just doesn't make sense to me. But they've got new management, they've got new music. I'm hoping that before the end of the month, we get to finally hear a track from this forthcoming album, which has been held back now for months and months and months. And no, I've not heard it yet, but I hear it is some really good material. And the band is stretching out a bit. They're not just relying on their, Journey Escape era. The problem I have with that is that this is the 40th anniversary of Escape. This should be something like the second Escape tour or something. You know what I mean? Celebrating 40 years of the most iconic Journey album and playing that album from start to finish. That's what I would have done. I would have said, okay, we're going to do shows where we play Escape from start to finish. It's that important of an album. But here we are showing up at Lollapalooza. We're going to bring our good friends Foreigner or REO Speedwagon. Both of those bands had very big albums right around that time as well. Foreigner had 4. REO had High Infidelity. You could have booked, the classic albums tour, celebrating 40 years of AOR perfection, No, I'm not the promoter, and the band obviously has new management. Neil Sean said back in January, he's just itching to get out there and play a gig. I think he told Eddie Trunk that, hey, we can play some really deep tracks, or, we've got material that we can put out there for these folks. I mean, are they going to go to that Red 7 album or something? I mean, what are they going to do? Maybe they are. They better teach Arnel how to sing some of these songs. And again, it's just people expect Journey to be Journey, and I'm not sure this is going to work for them, although they are such a big pop culture phenomenon now that they may be able to pull it off. And I'm sure it won't be embarrassing or anything. I'm just wondering if the audience is going to lap it up, or if they're going to just, mill around and buy beer and run to the concessions and so forth, and maybe buy t-shirts. But Journey is kind of like a headliner. So what might happen is people who really love Journey will go just to see Journey, which isn't typically what you do at Lollapalooza. It's a long event, and you're supposed to hang out for all the bands, and I'm sure ticket prices will reflect that. So anyway, interesting. Again, bringing Ozzy to the Newport Jazz Festival might actually make more sense than bringing Journey to Lollapalooza, but I could be wrong. And if I am, that's cool. Maybe, Neil Sean, just his guitar virtuosity will persuade the audience that they're at the right venue for the right event. We'll just have to see how that all works out.